GLBO. So I left New York and sailed up the Hudson River, and not too far out of the city I came to a point which was called World's End, probably because all of the New Yorkers think that the universe is over when they come out of town. But it wasn't. Actually, it was a really nice trip. I didn't expect it so nice. I came along a lot of pretty lighthouses and little small towns. I really loved when I visited them. And then I made a stop at Beacon, because when I've been in New York, I was searching for banjo stores and didn't found any. So I found a little store in Beacon and went there and tried several banjos and fell in love with one of the banjos, this Pisca Rambler Dobson Special, but actually didn't bought it because being reasonable I couldn't buy another banjo again. So then I moved further up the river and it was time to pull the mast, because the bridge is coming which can't open, so you can't pass under with a sailboat. I went to the Castleton Boat Club. They have a nice gin pole you can use for a small amount of money and do it by yourself, which is quite nice, but it was a lot of work and really challenging because of the current of the river and the boats passing by and the waves. And the gin pole itself, it's a rural system. At least it has a remote control on with a cable, and so you can lower the hook. You can lower the hook, but to move the boom of the gin pole, you have to do it by hand. And as you see, it was quite a bit of workout. I tell you, I've been done at the end of the day. Next day I needed a day off. And of course I had to put the mast back on board because I wanted to take it with me. And as you can't move the gin pole sidewards, I had to move the boat all the time back and forth to get it under the bimini and get it on the boat finally. Yeah, it took me the whole day to get it all ready, but at the end it wasn't done. So, but it was worth it, so finally I could get under the bridges where I normally could go with the sailboat. And yeah, I've been happy to pass the first bridge, but after a short while came the next bridge, which was even lower, so yeah, I loved it. And then, still on the Hudson River, I came into lock number 1. Before I had to make a decision to go through the Eriecanal or the Champlain Canal. And so I drove left into Waterford, a really nice town. Could stay there, sleep under the bridge, and then came into the flight of locks, lock number 2 until lock number 6, where it lifts you up quite a bit couple of feet, and you're driving from one log actually directly into another log, and they lift you up.
Mama gave me a wink, she rolled up her sleeves, took off her sunglasses, and she whispered, "We're going to the river. Close your eyes, honey, count to 10. We're going to the river. And then we'll never touch you again. We're gonna take him down, down to the river. Watch him bleed in the Mississippi muddy. Then I kneel down and send a prayer to heaven. Make friends with the devil for the day is done. 'Cause hell is calling, hell like fire's burning. Those pages ain't turning, one's written in red. The good book's waiting, waiting on a sinner, asking for forgiveness 'cause I'm taking him down to the river. Mama said once a cheater, always a cheater. He's a heartbreaker, that man of mine. Keeps feeding me the line. It's the last time, but that's the last time, 'cause that man and
Yeah, I went through 5 logs, and then drive maybe 2 hours and coming to log 7, where I decided to stay overnight and hang out a little bit, when a guy walked by walking his dog and was interested to buy the boat and asked me if I can bring it back down the Hudson River, so all the way back, all the flight blocks down, to haul it out and he can have a look at it. So we hauled it out, he liked it and bought it. So I had to pack my things up, bring it to the post office, and gave her a last kiss and fly back home. And what does that mean? Is this the end of the trip? Is this the end of the Great Blue Banjo Odyssey video logbook? Nah, probably not. I ever thought to sell the boat up north, maybe in Canada, because it has thick insulation and Canadian diesel stuff in it, and so I thought maybe to sell it up there and then buy another boat just to drive down, float down the Mississippi. You don't need a sailboat to float down the Mississippi. So I'm still up for the plan, and I was about to buy a boat just right away, because I've been afraid that when I'm going back to Germany, then I will never come back again, which probably can happen. But I still want to go on with the loop, yeah, sure. So I try to go on next year, or if it takes longer, then maybe in 2 years, but as fast as I can. And it is not the end of this video logbook, because when I had to bring back the boat down the Hudson River, I came through Beacon again. And finally, oh, the biscuit! For now, in this video logbook is probably a little bit less traveling, but a whole lot of picking, like Earl said, no? So, yeah. Because my house is rented, as I was traveling all the time, I needed something to stay. And I bought a flat in Emden, and I'm still renovating it. Just the living room is ready, and I made a nice background for do some videos. So stay tuned, and yeah, see what's coming on next.